Feeling stuck in a home that's just too small and unsure how to buy your next home when you still need to sell the one you're in? Then stick around because I'm sharing my ultimate strategy to make upsizing easy for you and your family. And plus, we'll tour this beautiful home that just might be the right fit for you. Let's dive in. So, before I dive into how to buy a home and sell a home at the same time, juggling those two things, let's talk about this house real quick. This is the Millwood B floor plan by Jeff Lindsay Communities. It is a 5 bedroom, 4 bath home with one full bedroom on the main level. It is a spare bedroom. You've also got an office down here on the main level as well. And it is a 3,400 square foot home. So, there's a ton of space in it. This home is in Chattahoochee Hills, which is where Serenbe is located. It's in a great little area in Fulton County on the south side. So there's a lot of stuff to do down here and to be part of a great community as well. So go ahead and check out this home. This home also has a dining room and a two-story living room as well, which we know from a previous video recently how much I love two-story living rooms. Let me know what you think about this home. We'll talk more about it here shortly. But for now, let's dive into the meat and potatoes of this video, and that is how do you buy a home when you have a home to sell? Well, it is a tricky thing to do because you want to make sure that you don't want to end up homeless, right? You want to make sure that you also don't have two mortgage payments if you can help it as well. You want to make it one easy, smooth transition from from selling your home to buying your next one. Well, I have a strategy that works really well with that, and let's talk about it a little bit. So, the first step in the process is something that you've already done, and that is hire the right agent. You need an agent that can juggle both buying a home for you and selling a home. It's not a task that's meant for every agent because not every agent is successful in doing this. So, what you need to do is call the number on the screen, text it, or scan the QR code, and we can talk, create a game plan personalized just for you and we can kind of go from there. So, like I said, step one is to hire an agent that's experienced in buying and selling. Next, after that, we need to get you in touch with a lender, with a preferred lender, because we want to make sure that it's someone that makes sure every T is crossed and every I is dotted. You don't want any hiccups in this process at all because there's so many things that have to line up perfectly to make this happen. Okay. So whenever you reach out to me, we'll talk. We'll create this game plan whenever you're ready. And that'll include me coming out to your house, checking out the home, seeing what we need to do to get it ready to sell, because we don't need to list it right away, especially if we're starting out the process of buying a home. We don't need to immediately list. Some agents are going to be out there not knocking agents. Everyone has their own way of doing things. But my job is to make sure that you do not end up homeless. The best way to end up homeless is selling a house without having a house to live in. So let's make sure that we don't make you homeless. Let's create this plan together. But yeah, I'll come in. We'll check out your home. We'll talk pricing strategy, marketing strategy, what we need to do to the home to make it show its best side. Because what we want to do is we want to get everything ready. We want to just have pictures ready, everything ready to go. That way, when we find the right home, we can write your offer. And if it gets accepted, we can immediately list your home then. Because remember, we don't want to make you homeless and start advertising a home for sale already that's technically not ready for sale because you start to lose negotiating power. Let's say, we're looking at the homes for yourself to buy for about a month. We have your home listed, but we haven't found the right one for you. So we're, not accepting offers on your home. but it's on the market. Well, people start to see that the house is on the market and they see that it's been on the market for a month already. And so they think that they have the negotiating power. And then you won't be getting your full price offers or your more competitive offers. They'll think that they have the upper hand in the situation when really it was just you waiting for your right home. But now you're not going to get top dollar for your home because, the situation didn't line up correctly. Okay, so now that we've come to check out your home in person to create a strategy for what we believe the home will sell for and what we can market it for. We've also spoken to a lender as well to get the budget for buying a home. The next step is to actually start to go look at homes. That's the fun stage, is looking at homes, right? Everyone loves to go see them. I compare home buying to painting. If you've done painting, it's exciting to pick out the color, just like it's exciting to go look at homes. But whenever it's time to start putting the blue tape on the walls when you're painting, or when it's time to start putting your stuff in boxes, you're like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? Well, there's a whole lot more involved when it comes to selling a home as well. So that's why it takes an agent that is experienced in it to understand what to do to make sure that you're taken care of as well. Okay, so we go look at the homes, we find the home that you want. We write the offer. Um, depending on the situation, if we want to write it contingent upon the sale of your home, which in Georgia means you're writing an offer to buy a home, and you're only obligated to buy that home if your home sells. If your home goes on the market and does not sell, and you have a contingency to sell exhibit in your offer, and your home doesn't sell, then you're able to back out of the contract, doing it the right way and get your earnest money back in most cases. So there is that protection that we put into place. Sometimes sellers don't always like that protection, but it's something that we can negotiate in there possibly. I'm able to negotiate it quite a bit, especially if we have the right game plan in place to make sure your home sells quickly. Because that's what really comes down to why a seller might not want to accept an offer, is because there isn't a well thought out plan in place. So that's my job to put that well thought out plan in place for you. Okay. So that's we write the offer with the contingency to sell your home that gets accepted. The minute that it gets accepted, that's when everything starts to fall into place. Dominoes start to fall. That's all the pictures that we took of your home that we were ready to go with. We can list your home now and put it on the market. We list it at a aggressive price to where we make sure that you still are happy with your return, but also to where it will sell quick enough to where you don't lose the home that you need, because that's that fine balance that we have to tread, is get you the most money that we can get you while still getting you into your next home. Okay. um there's a fine balancing act with it, but we can make it happen. And typically, it's about a 45-day close that I suggest that we write the offer on. That gives you, about 15 days to get a good offer in on your home. And then we can adjust the closing date too, to where you sell your home that you're moving out of in the morning, and then in the afternoon, or as soon as you're done with that, you sign the papers to buy your next house, preferably even at the same closing attorney. That way, money doesn't have to go. But if it does, it has to get wired from one attorney to another. But if you can get it all done at one attorney, then money doesn't have to change hands one less time. And then you walk out of there a homeowner of one home, not two homes, not zero homes, of one home. And then we have our successful plan in place. There are a lot of fine, minute details in there, but that's just kind of the basics of it. It comes down to planning on doing two things at one time, and you just have to make sure everything is done smoothly. And that's one thing that me and my team really strive to do, is to make sure everyone's on the same page with everything, and we make sure that that move happens as seamless and stress free as possible. And that comes with expertise of doing this a lot of times before. All right. So if you have any questions about that, you can always reach out to me. You can always drop a comment below and we can talk about it there too. Uh, Make sure if you want to reach out to me and we can discuss how we can make this plan work for you, call me, leave me a text, email me, or just scan the QR code, answer a couple of questions, and it'll give me your contact information, and then we can go from there. I try to keep the questions as simple as possible: first name, last name, email, and phone number, because that's all I need, And I don't sell that information like some big websites do. So your information is safe with me. But yeah, okay. So now that we've got that out of the way, let me know what you think about this home too. It always throws me whenever there's storage attic doors like this in a master closet. Some people don't like it. It's interesting to me that it's there, you know. But I really did enjoy the size of the master bedroom, especially with that sitting area. I love a sitting area in a master bedroom because you can either turn that into another office area, even though there's one downstairs. You could make that a formal sitting room or something else, or a study area, and then I could have my office hidden away in my room, or that could be where the missus and I enjoy TV in the evening, because after the kids go to bed, it's always nice to relax and unwind a little bit. It's nice to with the master bedroom being on the second level, it'd be nice to do that in the bedroom and then not have to climb stairs if you're sitting in the living room watching TV afterwards. The sizes of the spare bedrooms were also really nice, especially you see the size of this one here. This was a really good sized spare bedroom, which this house was great, I thought, for a growing family again. It has the five bedrooms or four bedrooms upstairs. So if you got a teenager or someone that's, maybe they're about to go off to college or in a few years, or they are there now, they could have the bedroom downstairs. That way they're not disturbing people. They kind of feel like they have a little bit more independence. But you also had a great yard in this house, which we'll check out later. I really liked the backyard of this home. The it being on a 1 acre lot, you had plenty of space, which was nice. It's nice to get back to having that outdoor space for your kids. And that's the way I was raised. I spent most of my time outside. I still played video games every once in a while, but at the same time, I spent time outside. And that's what I love about a neighborhood like this in Chattahoochee Hills, is you can spend time outside with the family. Out here you've got plenty of space for, your barbecues, your badminton games, whatever you want to do outside. And then also too, this house is you've got a little side road next where the driveway is in a little cul-de-sac. So a lot of less traffic on that side too, to where the kids could play in the driveway or on that little side part of the road right there and not have to worry about getting hit by a car, which is always really nice. Safety first. With kids, sometimes you gotta have safety in mind because they're just thinking about having fun. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed this house. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if things that you would change, what you really liked, what caught your eye. Like right here, this two-story living room, which, like I said, I love it, especially where it's like this bay style, where it's kind of curved out. It really opens it up, brings in a whole lot of light, and now we're headed to that backyard. But yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and I hope to see you next week. Bye bye.